my love, hi my darling. I am African and I am proud to be one. I'm so proud of being African than I am of ever being anyone else. Sorry, I almost fall. My name is Nicole. Welcome to this video. Today I want to talk about, this channel is basically about raising awareness about the problems that we're facing in Africa, addressing the issue and making sure that issues are addressed, problems are sorted, things like that. So definitely. So today's topic, I'm Nicole, by the way. Welcome to this channel. If you've seen my first time, I'm Nicole. I am African and proud to be one. The only thing that is bothering me is the issue that we have in the continent, in the African continent. Other than that, I'm happy of being a queen in Africa, African queen. I love it. It's actually very nice. So today I'm gonna talk about something that I withdrew from my book. Yes, I am an author of over 10 books, and my 7th book is about Africa, my love for Africa. So I drew this topic, or today's video's topic, from that book. Basically, like you saw by the title, this video is about encouraging us Africans to stop selling Africa, consume Africa, and buy Africa. What do I mean by that? I see a lot of Africans, do invest a lot of money into buying European products, American products, Asian products, and so forth. There's nothing wrong in buying Asian, European, American, and so forth products, but there is something wrong if you don't ever buy product from Africa. But I mean, how will you strengthen the economy of the continent if you don't buy the product that you produce, or if you don't even produce product at all? I know back in colonization we were taught to, as African people, to hate one another, to fight one another, to belittle one another, to take weapons, to kill one another, to hurt one another, to destroy one another, so that our colonizer could have room or foot in Africa to keep looting us, exploiting us, using us, doing whatever they want. But we are now in 2024. I think time has come for us, actually African, to be able to support one another. I think it is important that we stop buying from Asia, maybe, or we reduce our exports, we reduce our imports, and then we increase our export. Also addressing to leaders to actually bring engines in the countries to create more factories. We need more factories in Africa. We need more companies, and also we need more investors. So if investors are coming, my message to the leaders, African leaders, is to stop overcharging them in terms of taxes. When you overcharge investors, whether they're coming from Europe, America, Asia, Australia, you are overcharging them. If you are overcharging them, they will withdraw the investment and return back into the country with the investment. Who are losing now? Do you think they are losing? No, they have investment in their country, they have money, they have lives. You are losing because if you had given them a reasonable price in terms of taxes, they would have, settle, invest in your country and give employment to your people. But if you as African leaders, you do not want investors, like you are overcharging them in terms of taxes, how can they possibly invest in your country and create employment for citizens, for your people? Just think about it. Whether you are president of any African country, whether you are ministers, whether you are deputy, whoever you are watching this video, stop overcharging investors. Negotiate with them, allow them to settle so they can give employment to your citizens. And also, you need, as an African leader, to bring engines, materials, so that more factories can be created in every single village, city, province of the African continent and country, for people to find more work, to produce more, in order for us to start selling African, consuming African, and buying African. We can't potentially sell African if we don't produce African. We want clothes to come from Africa. We want food to come from Africa. You know, we have lands for agriculture. There's so much to do with our soil, African soil, so much to do with African lands. But we can't exploit them, we can't develop them when we don't have the agriculture engines, when we don't have the material, when we don't have factories, we don't have tools to develop this African soil. Sorry, I almost fell. When we don't have tools to develop African soils or lands. That's why it's very important, you as a leader, to stop stealing the money, stop stealing the government money. Stop only using the money for yourself and your family, your children, your wife, your kids, your mistresses, your girlfriends, mother, father, family. Stop. As a leader, you just think a little bit of the people who have elected you. We need to develop this continent. We're passionate about having Africa, you know, developing Africa. But there is so much we can do if, you know, you as a leader only use the money for your own gain. You can't keep being selfish. You can't keep stealing. You can't keep doing what is wrong. Don't you think European leaders also steal? But what's the difference? The difference is when the African leader steals, you only take without building. But them, they take the build, they take the give, so people don't get to feel like they've been taking for 10 years, for 4 years, for 2 years. If you're going to take but give back. Give something to the community, build companies, build factories, give more jobs, so we can start selling African, eating African, and producing African. And also the second element I want to talk about is African people. We need to start producing more things that is African. You can't keep buying designers, you can't keep buying European clothes, European whatever, American, Australian, Asian, whatever products. Think, how can you produce clothes in Africa? How can you produce food in Africa? How can you produce this in Africa? And when those things are produced, please, African people, consume them. Your brother is making clothes you wouldn't consume, but you go in France to buy Louis Vuitton. Who told you Louis Vuitton is an African man? He was an African man. But why don't you want to support your brother next door? No, African, we need to learn to love one another. What's wrong with us? Colonization is over. Slave trade is over. This mentality of us not supporting one another, of us not helping one another, only helping Western people or foreign people is wrong. If you are watching me, you need to start looking in your neighborhood, in your community, in society, people to support. You know why you should support them? Because they are African, because they are black, and because they are part of this continent. When you support them, you support the economy of the continent. You support the economy of your country, not the Western economy. Not that I'm against Western economy. I just feel like African people are giving so much onto the Western community or Western world than they are giving onto their own continent and own black people or own African people. Do you understand my point? Yes. Start buying local, consume local, and sell local. That's the message of the video. And also, you who are local people, African people, or black people I'm talking about, we need to have unity. Unity is the first thing. African people, we need to be united. We need to stop hating one another, fighting with one another, taking weapons. You are wasting time. You're taking weapons to kill your fellow brother, your fellow sisters. Europeans or Westerns are there behind your back, looting diamond, gold, taking wealth from your country. I mean, like, what? Oh, Jesus. Think. Don't be animal, but be animal with intelligence, African. Do not be animal without intelligence. If you are human, then you must be animal with intelligence. That's how science defines human. Like, stop war, stop taking weapons to kill one another. Let's build one another. Let's be united. You see other black women succeeding, you applaud. Success of another black woman is your success, my love. Success of another black man is your success. He is a reflection of you. That's the part you're missing. She's a reflection of you. So if she succeeds, Africa succeeds, all the black people succeed. Do you understand that? You need to. The second thing, we need to love one another. Love one another. You know, stop being Afrophobic, hating black people. Other black people, stop. They are the reflection of you. When you hate them, it means you hate yourself. You hate your race. You hate your skin color. You hate your continent. We don't want haters. There's no room for African haters, for you to hate other black people, accommodating Western people because they are light, they have money. Why are you so stupid? Money and light tone in the skin color isn't everything. Building your community, your continent is everything. Building your race is everything. Building your people is everything. Do not be smart. Here, do not be stupid. Be smart. Stop being picky. You give respect. You give credit. You give honor only to people who are light-skinned. Anyone who is black, you don't even want to talk about because they are black. But that's a reflection of you. If you don't help it, who's going to help it? You want European to leave Europe to come and help you, really? Why can't you help yourself with the 2 hands, one big brain, and 2 legs that you've got? Let's grow up. Let's grow up. African people, wake up. Let's grow up, okay? The third thing is we need to help one another, like I said. Success of another black woman is yours. Another black man is yours. Success of another African person is yours. If I'm doing something today, Nicole, I succeed. My success is yours because you are black, because you are African, because you are a woman, because you are a human. Do you get it? I share my success with everybody. If you say, okay, because I'm African, I'm like, okay, my success is your success because you're African woman, because you are a woman, because you are African, because they are human. My success is yours as well. Why not? If you succeed today, your success is also mine. You know why? Because I'm human, because I'm African, because I'm a woman. It covers everything. Why the hatred? Why the war? Why fighting? Like, hello, this has to stop. We need to support each other's business. We need to clap our hands for each other's success. We need to build each other, African people. Let's build one another. Let's clap for one another. Let's support one another. Okay? Let's do it. Let's do it. Alright. And the last thing I'm going to talk about is honesty. I am screaming out loud here that African people must help one another. That African people must buy African, must produce Africa, must produce anything local, anything from Africa. Instead of bringing stuff from China, from Japan, from Asia, from Europe and so forth. Produce local in order to strengthen your country's economy as well as the economy of the continent. You know, it's not nice to always be the top. But then you will have clients and you are being dishonest with. How can people do business with you when you're being dishonest? No, you cannot be dishonest. You have to be honest. If you're going to do business, do not be dishonest. Do not steal. Do not scam people. Do not give false promises. Do not be lazy. When someone is coming to you to have their clothes customized, do it. If you can't do it, tell the person you can't. It's better you tell the person the truth that you can't than you say you can, you accept the money and don't do the work. That's laziness. That's basically insulting the person. You're going to have a bad reputation and not a good clientele. I want us to buy African, to sell African, consume African. But we can't. If you have to go around scamming people, if you have to go around lying, being untrustworthy, like people can't rely on you, they can't trust you, it's very wrong. You are giving a bad image to all of us African people who are working hard night and day to clear up our image nationally, internationally. You're giving such a bad image to us when you are being Afrophobic. You hate your own people. You hate people who are black, who are dark in complexion, who looks like you. You are destroying our image. Sorry, my love. My throat is dry. I've been shooting videos since I don't know what time. That's my message. Be honest, African people. Let's be honest. Let's be hardworking, trustworthy, reliable. You know, let's work hard to push the continent African. Let's sell African. Let's buy African. Let's consume African. Everything has to be African products. Do you understand? Yes. Thank you, my love, for watching. I am Nicole Mampuya. Yes, I am author of book. Well, I've talked to you coming from my book called My Love for Africa. It is available on Amazon. You're welcome to visit to check me out. You type my first name, Nicole, my surname, Mampuya. My profile on Amazon should appear. And you can help yourself. I'm very happy to have chatted with you. Thank you for those who will like this video. For those who will comment, thank you. Those who will share, thank you. Those who will subscribe, thank you. Those who have already subscribed, thank you. Those who will watch directly from YouTube and the TVs, thank you to you also for the watch time and for watching ads to support me. I appreciate that, and I will definitely see you on my next upload. I love you so much, but I have to leave you now, but it's not a problem because I'll see you on my next video and we're gonna chat on the comment section. Thank you so much, and may the Lord bless Africa. Love Africa. Sell Africa, buy Africa, consume Africa for a better Africa. Love you. Bye.